everyone, and welcome to another Power edition of Iron Panther Presents. I am the Iron Panther. This is...
I am Chris.
How are you doing? And we're here to do Power episode, season 6, episode 5.
King's Gambit, they say, is a big
rich town. Oh, you know why I said? We need to give the R.I.P. The R.I.P. to the VIP, which
Bright
is who?
Light City, baby. I'm on, baby, because this is how it go down, just like Proctor.
Proctor went down.
R.I.P., brother.
See you at the crossroads.
Fuck. Turtle, man. Why?
Crossroads.
I knew it was coming, but I didn't. I was thinking, nah, I'm going to be wrong about this one.
Nah.
Even though I was right on almost everything else.
Whoa.
Starting with Effie, episode 3. After the third episode.
All right.
What did I say about that chick? I was like, yo,
she's
something wrong with her, right?
She's shady.
And what did they do? They started off with a little game of chess.
Yes, but she's shady, though. She
was mad shady.
But the question is, who is her team? She said competition. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she's working for a rival.
I really hope
school.
I really hope it's not too obvious, and that they don't make it be like Vincent or something. Well, not Vincent, but like a Jason or something.
You know what? It'll be funny as fuck. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be funny as shit if she's working with those two girls that were sitting in the room.
Wait, what two girls?
Exactly. Think about it. Think how crazy that shit would be.
You talking about the girls that was in his room?
Yes. Like, think about it. She was like, oh, those bitches, right? And I said, like, those, right? And then they're like, when they all comes together, you'd be like, oh shit. They're like, that'd be some Ocean's 8 stuff. You wouldn't see it coming.
But the way they kind of consider, like the way she was texting and saying, okay, like to an unknown person, that makes you be like, oh, who could it be? It could be anyone, like as if there's going to be somebody who we know. Like usually when they do that, especially in a show like Power,
it's known.
It's usually someone we actually know, but it's just going to be a surprise. Which, so I don't know. Hell, it could even be Tasha, maybe.
No, hell no. Let's get in. Oh, wait. Okay, let's do Proctor. All right, Proctor deserves all the focus, really, at least most episodes of this episode. Proctor's death was necessary. The method of death was over the top, completely unnecessary, and I was very disappointed.
Can we start from the beginning with Proctor? First off, it was some foreshadowing shit, and not just because you saw Tommy just come up behind him like the freaking python he is, right? The moment he said, yo, Ghost, it's either you or Maria. Like basically saying, yo, you need to kill her. Because Proctor never talks like that. Proctor's always about like, yo, I'm going to stand back. Y'all do whatever. Yeah, I'm going to close my eyes. The moment he basically said, yo, she needs to die. You know, he didn't say like, yo, she needs to die. But basically, he said it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Proctor. That like to me, I was like, yo, he's gone.
So I would back it up to last week when he let his wife die. Right. It kind of crossed them over from that, like you know what I'm saying, that neutral guy to being in the life. You know what I'm saying. In this episode, they showed you just how grimy he got. Yeah. So you wouldn't feel so bad. That's what I'm saying. Like it started with that, but I see your point. But once he was like, kill this woman, like somebody needs to put a bullet in her. Like it was definitely like this is it. Like,
but let me tell you what. Okay, and I complained about some of the writing about this show in the past, right? And what I was so confused about was, and even Proctor even said in this episode to Cooper, right? Cooper Sachs, right? When he found out that he had that illegal surveillance camera, he says, "Oh, so you're illegally surveilling me?"
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, in the previous seasons, Proctor was such a good lawyer that he used certain defenses like that, saying, "Yo, you can't do shit to me, or you can't do shit to my client."
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, he was like, "Yo, damn, I gotta do this."
I have to flip on Tommy.
I didn't understand. I felt like this was the way for them to write him off.
Yes.
And they just said, "Yo, we gotta kill him off."
Yeah.
So let's just
we're gonna do some bullshit. So let's okay. So first, I need to address the killing of Proctor was completely unnecessary. They took it to some Scarface. Like lethal weapon shit. Like I'm like, it made no sense that Tommy, who you just said walked up silently and put a knife to this man's throat on the same episode, needed a fucking military grade machine gun and he still couldn't kill him. It took him a clip and a half to finally kill Proctor in a close environment.
I'm just surprised nobody heard that shit.
Let's just keep on going down how stupid this stupid shit is. You mean to tell me that Tommy went to a expensive high-rise building shot up a fucking pit house, and no one called the cops. Nobody. But by the time he got downstairs, no cops down there whatsoever. You can kiss my ass.
So I guess my question then is, because I'm pretty sure people are going to say, well, hell, we don't know how soon after the cops arrived or whatever because the back door. So maybe they did wake a whole bunch of people up, but by the time that someone went to investigate, Tommy went Swayze and he literally went ghost.
It goes down, kiss my ass, man. They're basically saying he walked down all those flights of stairs. He didn't take the elevator. I thought he took the elevator, but they wanted to let you know that somehow he took some bullshit back entrance, back it up. Anyway, it was too much. Tommy should have killed Proctor the way he almost did all the other times. If like we just said off camera, if Tommy would have did that shit trying to kill Ghost to get revenge for Ghost shooting up his car, that would have made perfect sense. Him fucking up his house would have made absolute perfect sense, and I would have understood. You know what I'm saying? But to kill Proctor, why did not Proctor call the cops? He has a cell phone. Yeah. How did he not call the cops?
So you mean at the moment that he was running for his life, I think he knew what was up. He knew, okay, so there was no way that the cops were going to make it in time. There's no way.
But you can confess.
There's no way.
I'm about to be killed by Tommy Egan. He's a drug dealer. Please. My daughter has a recording. Something.
See, I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't do it, because he knew that his daughter had that shit. And to be honest, if you're going to, because basically that was, whatever call he was going to make, it was going to be his last. I don't think he was going to have time to make it like, yo, let me do
as much as he's running from door to door doing some escape room shit. He had at least one time to make a at least one time.
I mean, so
I'm saying.
Well, I think so. I mean, who knows? Maybe he wanted to do. I don't know. I give him the benefit of the doubt of making at least the first phone call to be his daughter, because at the time, who knows? Maybe he didn't think that was going to be necessarily his last, but he thought, like, maybe I'll call her right quick just in case it would be my last, and then maybe call the cops. Who knows, man?
I was saying that was bad writing. That was bad writing.
Right now, well, yeah,
that was bad writing.
So I will say this. So I mean, you're absolutely right. They went over the top as far as how Tommy went about things. At the same time, I also felt that, I guess maybe they felt like, yo, we haven't had a decent action scene since Kanan just went ballistic on the cops. Went straight up Cleo and set it off. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
Like, you know what I mean? Right. So I felt like it's because no joke. Because afterwards, like I saw on social media, people like, yo, they finally went straight up action again, whatever. So there's only so many times you could do the whole thing with Tommy and Ghost, and unless they're going against someone like a Vincent or Jason or whatnot. I mean, especially with Proctor being such a loved character.
Even more respect. They should have gave him a more respectful ending. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was touching that he got the call.
You don't think that was? That was the most saddest scene they've ever done.
Him calling his daughter was. I'm saying Tommy could have killed him the way 2-Bit killed the guy, the clerk. Like, put a gun on to be like, call somebody. You got somebody you want to call. You want to say goodbye to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still could have had that moment, and it would have made more sense that he's like, I don't have time to call anybody else. Tommy got the drop on me, and he's like, you got 2 minutes. Call, say goodbye, and then pull a bullet in his head. But that would have been. I love that
they showed that Proctor didn't go out like no bitch. See, they could have done that, and then Proctor would just been like another lawyer or whatnot. No, Lord. I mean, he showed at the very end he could, like, even though he kind of crossed over or whatever that. If he had to, he can't shoot worth shit, but
he made an effort.
He made an effort, and but
I got you. Look, let's talk about the other death in this episode. R.I.P. man, R.I.P. Let's talk about the other R.I.P. Maria. Was useless as fuck. Useless as fuck. How does? I know I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. How the fuck does Sack still have a job? How the fuck does he not have jobs?
I just don't know how he's not even behind bars.
How is he not? He purposely set out to get this woman killed, and now she's dead as fuck, and her storyline makes no effing sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it seemed like I don't even know why they brought it back.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a little.
That's what I'm saying.
I just knew when, like, you saw in the previous season,
she was going to be some big shit.
It was going to be something huge.
Yes.
And I know, and I think that now watching the season is now shown that they used her to create like a plot point to bring like folks like Dre back, and with the whole like having another witness and whatnot, saying, oh, you don't have to worry about testifying because there's another witness. And then to kind of wrap up Proctor's story arc and whatnot, and to make Ghost kind of be like, oh, I'm not about that art. That's all she was. She was basically like a totem to that, but nothing else.
It was completely useless, man.
Else,
it was completely useless. So like again, and Tommy, being Tommy, he was like, I'm killing this bitch. And he was quick, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't do no talking. Again, why is Sax telling another witness about another witness? Like that was completely for the audience, so Tommy would have a reason to kill Proctor. That made no sense. But Proctor, and he was like, I'm killing all these people. You know what I'm saying? But then you saw Ghost showed up, ready to put a bullet in her, and he had the super killer outfit on, modified though. He had the leather jacket. He didn't have the hat on like he usually wears, but he was ready to kill her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he got in the room because this dude can pick locks like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he was ready to kill her. But then he took the envelope. What the fuck was that about? I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was completely unnecessary and funny. Unless he's worried about the fingerprints, which is on the doorknob. I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, we got that out the way. I like talking about Tasha. Thirsty ass Tasha. Thirsty on so many levels.
Well, you know what? So she's what I didn't like is the fact that now she is very she sounds so desperate.
She's a crackhead, man.
She's so desperate that she's like, yo, Tommy, I need money. Like I'm like,
I need money, Tommy.
And that was
just put it in my hand, Tommy. I just need that money.
It shows how
that
weak.
Money.
I mean, what I loved about Tasha's character throughout the seasons is that
she was strong.
You saw her growth.
Yes.
And I mean, granted, I didn't think she was going to be like Walter White at the end of Breaking Bad, where she becomes like some weakling turned into this big old kingpin. But I thought that towards the end of this, that it shows that like, yo, she's just as a badass as Ghost ever is,
and she is not.
And this episode, it showed that she really wasn't.
She's desperate as fuck,
and so much so that like some dude who basically was about to knock off her own business, she had to be like, "Hey, I can sell drugs for, and let's get a stripper,
Oh my god, let's break down the dumbness of this whole fucking sub storyline. All right, let's start with the fact
she got a new crew, the Tasha crew.
Kiss my ass, man. Tariq. I just told my mom this before I got on camera. Tariq has more drug selling experience than his mama. Tariq has sold drugs successfully in this show, has he not?
It's baby ass.
It's baby ass. We'll get to that dumb shit in a minute. But Tariq has had more street selling drug experience than his mama. Fact. The only thing Tasha has done is wash money. Wash money. Expertly. Okay? So why the fuck is she walking up to some gangster who, let's back it up. Makes no sense that the reason she started this whole business because she saw her mom, who's somehow balling in the suburbs all of a sudden, that she didn't decide to move in with her mama, which she should have did. She said, I'm going to take this business model. Mama, I'm going to help you make a business. That's what she said. So where's her mama at? Why are they not in the suburbs building up that customer base that her mom already got started? Why did she move this shit into the projects with people who can't afford this stuff?
I thought something about, didn't her mother not want to be necessarily involved?
No, she didn't want to work, period. That's what she said.
Yeah.
She said I shouldn't even have to do this.
And to be honest, if I was Tasha's mom, I probably wouldn't want to work with her. You see what I'm saying? Like because she already sees like Tasha as a failed child of hers.
She sees Tasha as a woman who can't figure out how to manipulate a man to get him to pay for everything. That's her problem. And she's done that since season 1. She has never told Tasha to get her own shit. What she says was, put up with the shit that your man is doing to you so neither one of us have to work. I'm just saying, it don't make sense that Tasha would set up a business in a poor neighborhood. No one is poor. She knew that because she grew up there, because that's the same neighborhood that Ghost grew up in. And that goes to my other dumbass point. If this drug dealer is from the same neighborhood that Tate is from, right? Remember, Tate has drug dealers, right? Right?
Does he?
Tate has drug dealers on his payroll. Yes, he does.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah. No, it was just the wording, the way you
said it. My bad.
Okay.
I bring it up because this local drug dealer the name Tate should mean something to him. For him to be like this cornball, he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That means he should, as much as Tasha did her research to find out who this local drug dealer / blackmailer is, he should have did his research to say, this is Tasha St. Patrick. Married to who?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was kind of weird. See, this is how I know that that they are clearly trying to have Tasha build a empire here, in the sense that not only did he come out of nowhere, but of all the places to try to like put on fire, a daycare, like just so, you know what I mean. So it was just too convenient. That was like, this man, like he's going to be part of the storyline.
It's stupid.
And then the whole thing with the stripper.
So it don't even matter what her name is. My question, I'm saying one. As much as that cop who killed Raina, as much as he was like, this is the son of Ghost and the godson of Tommy. We can't fuck with this kid. This local drug dealer should have been. She should have said, "I'm the wife of Ghost, who used to run this neighborhood. I'm really at the top." Why did she ask Tommy just to kill this dude? Why is she asking him for money to pay off this dude, which means he's going to come back asking for more money? Why did she pull out the gun like she did on Kanan? You remember when she had the gun ready for Kanan?
I don't think, because again, like, see, if you saw towards the end, it seems as though she doesn't want, she feels like she could use him.
No, she figured out the way not to be under him. He's
right.
Understood
that, but I think she saw something that can benefit both of them. Yes, you're right. Made it where she doesn't have to pay him. At the same time, she has nobody. So in a way, I can use, like, this guy who was trying to strong arm me. I can actually, it's like, kind of use him to my benefit.
Why did she
See what I'm saying?
I understand. Well, why did she go with her strength of washing his money? What she needs is a place to wash money. That's what she said, right? That's why she asked for Tommy's help. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say, "Hey, Tommy, front me some cocaine so I can sell out of fucking daycare."
So to wash. So you want this drug dealer who's not even like on Tommy's level to wash some small little bit of money. Remember, they were about to just burn the place down. So it wasn't. Trust me, you can only have so much money as a drug dealer if you just threaten to burn some shit down.
I'm saying one is only him. There's always one person operations in this show. But I'm saying she could have been like, "Let me help you take your game to the next level. Let me show you how to make some real money." You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd have brought her actual experience to the table. Not that she knows how to sell drugs, because she doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, and then to your point, she got now her team is a stripper. There's nothing wrong being a stripper. I'm just saying, but this woman has made she can't even pay her regular daycare bill. What makes her think she can actually push drugs? Or she don't even know where she's stripping at. Also, why is a stripper who works at night need daycare? Who's taking care of the baby while she's stripping?
Maybe she's in the back room, man. You
ever
see?
Oh man, let's not do that.
Was it striptease?
Let's not do that. I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, wait. She's coming in because she got her child in daycare, but the only job she has, at least according to her, with the wig that she's wearing, is stripping, which is at night. I'm like, what? Who's taking care of the kid while you stripping?
Man, like, she's gonna try for mom. Maybe she just leaves the baby there and be like, "Hey, here's some food." Just hit 2 on the microwave and then enter.
I didn't even know. And then I asked what happened to Tasha's boyfriend, who should be standing up by her side. You know what I'm saying? But then my mom pointed out that she dropped him off like last episode.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't think about that. Anyway, let's get to Tariq. I want to talk about why Tariq snitched on himself. Like,
Tariq made so many mistakes.
But I'm like, why are you snitching on yourself? You have not sold drugs to anyone besides your roommate, who's your team member, and Effie. So no one knows that you sell drugs. Absolutely, there's no proof whatsoever. Okay, and to his own dumbass plan, all they found was baby aspirin. So what do they really have on him? Nothing.
Well, no. So, if you remember what the dean was saying even with the baby aspirin that they think. That these kids think is the real deal.
You can't prove nothing.
Well, you can't. Well, if it's your school, so this isn't court now. If it's your school, you have, just like I can kick you out of any of my businesses.
Yeah.
I can kick you out if I fucking feel like it.
All right.
You know what I mean? We ain't talking about going to jail here.
All right. I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
His roommates have been standing next to him, so he's the only one people actually bought drugs from. One, and Effie told on herself because she's the only two people a part of this crew. So if she called in an anonymous tip, this tip investigation is going to lead to Effie and to the white kid.
But I wonder, though, do you think the moment that she turned on him, do you think at that moment that she even cared at that point that he even knew that she did that? Because mission accomplished, you know what I mean? Because she answers to somebody else. So in her mind, she's like, yo, my mission's already done.
It's not about that. She's going to get kicked out of school, too, is my point.
You think so?
He never sold drugs to anyone.
I understand that, but okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you think he's going to be snitching like that?
I'm saying in real life, she would not snitch on him because that directly leads to her. Just like Tommy.
No, it was anonymous, though. It was an anonymous
tip. What? That he was providing drugs through who? The investigation is going to turn into he's never sold drugs to anyone. directly at all.
Investigation.
Right?
This is a school, man.
That's
they don't
what-
be doing all that.
They said that, man. They're like, we're gonna look into this.
Yeah, but it ain't no FBI. I mean, this is some school counselors.
They're gonna talk to the school counselor and say, who'd you buy the drugs from? The two kids, Effie,
right.
and I'm just saying she told her something. Anyway, that was good.
And besides, you already see how horrible the cops are. What do you think the investigators of the school is going to be?
Well, no, she done. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So back. I want to talk about Tariq trying to one. How did he think that he was gonna? What was his plan that he was gonna sell fake drugs to an Italian drug dealer, and he wasn't gonna figure that shit out and come get him?
Yeah,
that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And somehow, and magically, this Italian found him exactly at the exact moment that he could pick him up without disrupting Tariq's ability to put the daughter to see the uncle.
So at least with the show, it seems like everyone keeps like casing the joint. So I can only imagine maybe they were casing him from the moment he was at the house to when he grabbed the girl to get some ice cream and just kind of followed him until he was all alone. Maybe.
No, man. No, it's just bad writing. It's just bad. It's just bad writing. Like, to your point. The only thing they knew that he was for sure was at school and at the house. That's it, right? So if he would have came outside trying to get her ice cream or hot chocolate, you know what I'm saying, right, and they snatched him up right then when they walked outside the door, I would agree with you. Leaving that girl out there with no one. Also, how did they get out the house without telling Proctor? Proctor was in the house. Proctor was in that house. So how did they sneak? Why would his daughter sneak out with something she just met?
I'm trying to remember. He wasn't asleep or anything, was he? What was he doing?
No, he was in the on the phone.
Remember, yeah.
He was on the phone because he just got done talking to his clerk right before 2-Bit shot him.
Yeah.
So that made absolutely no sense.
He's been a single father of all of 2 days. So he's
new
at it.
The place ain't that big.
Hell, you see how Dre is with his daughter, so he ain't the best either.
That was some shit when I was like when Sax had Dre in that car.
Sax is a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The people he's dealing with is a piece of shit, but he's even worse. So he's gonna get what's coming.
That's what I'm saying. They're setting it up. They're setting it up so when they kill him, you won't feel a bit bad about it. Like that's absolutely so obviously. I said this to my wife off camera last week. I was like, the only way Ghost and Tommy are gonna come back together again if it's about Tariq.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, matter of fact, we said that in the first episode.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, first episode when they were like shooting at each other, we were like, I was like, okay, we already know what's going to happen. Especially when Jason kind of got involved. We're like, if we learned anything from the previous seasons, even when those two go at odds, they will come together for a purpose. And we were even saying, like, we predicted, I was like, yo, if anything, Tariq is the one factor that
so
they both agree.
All right.
And just like, and the thing is, and that's why I think, like I was saying last episode, Vincent will be stupid, which I think he's now stupid. Be stupid to fuck with Tariq. I don't care. I know, yes, Tariq fucked him, right? He messed with his money. He messed with his product or whatever. Same time, you just don't do no business with the kid. Maybe you like hire some bunch of kids to whoop his ass or whatever and just walk away.
Yes.
You don't kidnap the kid of
Ghost and Tommy.
Ghost of a guy who's stealth and the godson of someone who is just crazy
and stealth.
And stealth.
And both of them got machine guns now. Both of them got military grade machine guns now.
That was so the moment they picked him up, I'm like, all right, Vincent, all right. So I think you're going to die, but we know you're going to die now.
That shit should not take longer than an episode. But when I saw the preview for next week, that they're going to be like, once again, Ghost is back into the life, trying to sell some drugs. That's completely unnecessary, dude. They should kill that dude the next episode.
Let me tell you why they won't, because it ain't the first time he's been kidnapped, and it took like half the season before they're like, oh, Kanan got like, oh, this is how we get, you know what I mean? Yeah, come on. Tariq was with that cop for a minute, that female cop for a minute, and so towards the end when they finally saved him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like Ghost and Tommy have killed Lobos. Have killed Milan, much bigger villains than Vincent. Okay, like much bigger. And then Dre and just really Dre got rid of the Jimenez brother. You know what I'm saying? They're crazy as fuck. There's no way these two men, expert killers, working together for a common goal, should not kill this dude.
And Dre's gonna be. I'm telling you. I mean, because I saw Dre strapping up for something. Ghost is going to force Dre to help out. So it's gonna be an instant dynamic scene. Someone's like, "What the fuck is he doing here?" I guarantee you.
All right.
It's gonna be those three because that's what the show likes to do.
It's like
the show likes exactly.
It was like Kanan.
The show likes to show you like dysfunctional people who don't get along, who wants to kill each other, and randomly show them group up together. Yep.
We just watched season 1 again, and I saw the episode where Kanan ultimately manipulated Ghost into killing Rolla, and I was like, once he figured out that Kanan was behind all this shit, why did he not just shoot that fucker in the face as soon as he saw him? Like, as soon as he saw him, like, you ruined my business. You got me killing my own people. I'm saying, I'm putting the bullet in you. There ain't no talking. I mean, that's just it. That's it. I mean, that should happen. Anyway, Sax is a piece of shit.
Keisha gonna get hers.
Keisha was talking all kinds of shit. I didn't want to talk about it because I thought it was like a very much like a woman moment. But I was like, I like how she was stunting on Tasha. Not that Tasha didn't deserve it, but I was saying Keisha's just doing what Tasha did. You know what I'm saying? She's just living the life that Tasha used to live. That Tasha used to live. Keisha, and she ain't even earning it. All she doing is sitting around spending money. She ain't even putting in no work. She ain't putting in no work.
I don't understand how Keisha. So you want to find out what happened to Tommy's ex by stunting on her, and then just be like, "What happened with Holly? What happened to this chick Holly?"
Yeah.
I don't think that's the best way.
That's not how you do that.
You get the info, and then you start stunting.
And then you start stunting on her. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, it didn't. You gotta figure out your priorities. So you gotta figure out priorities. But
Tom, you know what though, Tom, man.
What?
I like Tommy's is a great character, but the way he just took out Proctor with like no remorse one night got me feeling some type of way about him, man.
Well, see, that's the other thing. I mean? They're laying the groundwork so when he dies, you don't feel bad. My mom said the same thing. My mom was like, I'm not really Tommy so much. I'm still Tommy.
I mean, I don't know because he says. I was thinking, I'm like, is this supposed to be like an ode to like Tekashi 6ix9ine about the whole snitching?
No snitching. No snitching.
You know, I was like, well, I mean, you know, shit, man. If you're gonna be about that life, man,
you gotta
know.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's a separate video right there.
That's a separate video right there. But anyway, it was real. I thought it was an overtop episode, a little bit overwhelming at the same time.
Checkmate.
But yeah, that was this was not that key number 5 episode that like tried to set the season. Like I just didn't feel like I'm not worried about Tariq getting kidnapped. Clearly he's gonna be fine. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He did that shit to himself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I still think I think Tasha and the kid should move back. Where was the fucking kid?
She's in a safe location.
Where the fuck's that little girl at? I mean, that little girl's always going when shit going down, and Tasha needs to stop sitting in the car getting high with Tommy and be a parent.
She's making
she needs to be a fucking parent
for the strippers.
For the stripper's daughter. The strippers babysitting both of them while Tasha's out there getting high with Tommy. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I was saying Tasha and that baby, which you don't see, needs to move back. The house is fucked up, but should move back in the house with the penthouse. And since
after that, like
not now,
got people all murdered.
I'm talking before he got shot the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. Like, those make sure, for instance, for her trying to live on her own.
Well, no, she couldn't because again, do you remember the episode when Ghost said, "Oh, I took you off the list."
That's because she moved out on her dumb ass. She thought she was gonna move out with another man, and that shit didn't work out for her. Yeah. She should have just accepted it, get some, be a little bit humble, and go back to Ghost and be like, "You need to take care of me and your daughter." It was saying. Also, I told you he was gonna bone Ramona. Is that her name?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Like it's hard. Anyway, let me please. Let's close this video with. I'm tired of this bullshit that they want to push us this narrative that James St. Patrick is such a known public figure in a positive sense that Tate needs him to run the state of New York. There's absolutely nothing the state of New York knows about James St. Patrick besides the fact that he used to sell drugs. He owned a club where a model almost drug overdose.
Well, to the general public, it's alleged that he sold drugs. To the public in that world. Because they couldn't prove shit.
Well, in fact, he was a corner boy. I'm talking about the corner boy thing. That's known. Like, his whole thing is like, I'm a corner boy.
Yeah, but they don't know. They only know the name Ghost. See, that's the thing. They never remember. If you remember first season, Ghost and St. Patrick, people didn't know who that was except unless you were in that circle.
Okay.
If you're already in that life. But if you're in the general public, you think they're two different characters.
He's a local club owner.
Heisenberg and Walter White.
Gotcha. He's a local club owner who his employee got shot, Holly, which got his club shut down.
Right.
A model almost overdosed on drugs, which got his club investigated not too long ago. Mm-hmm. And he was recently arrested for suspicion of killing a federal agent. None of that says.
Sounds like a New Yorker to me, man. It sounds like
none of that says I need this.
What, man? You never been in prison before, man?
Man,
you ain't living unless you like.
I'm just saying it makes no. I'm tired. I'm tired of the storyline. I'm tired of it. Like, cut this dumb shit out and just have him sleep with Ramona. Like, we know what's gonna happen. Let's just speed this shit up. As soon as he gets Tariq's back, he's boning her. That's the bottom line. But first, the guy gets.
You think it's gonna be before?
No. It's gonna be after. Like, they're gonna focus on getting Tariq back. Tariq's gonna keep on talking shit. They're gonna keep on taking care of.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be even before they even get to. He's like, man, I don't know what's going on. He said, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
And then they play some ridiculous music,
and then
by Neo,
and then like they're gonna be in the bed. Anyway, that's over 30 minutes. Anyway, we're done. Anything else you want to shout?
Proctor, man, Turtle.
Right. Oh yeah, watch Power Confidential. He was on there, kind of like the Talking Dead.
Oh right.
He was on there. He did a very good touching moment, about his time on the show and everything. So if you're interested in seeing his the actor himself and what he thought about being part of Power, pre-watch Power Confidential this week.
He's a great actor. Watch Entourage if you haven't. He's gonna look completely different because he lost a lot of weight. Well, he wasn't fat as fuck. He was just a chubby dude with the hat on, But he was the best part of Entourage in my opinion. Him and Johnny Drama. Just side.
And by the way, he is working on a new project with Courtney Kim.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They talked about it on this other show. It's like she's working on a script or some shit, and he's gonna something based in New York. Like HBO might pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's it. See you guys next time.
Bye, y'all.
Appreciate it.